We welcome in Bruce Raffel of Baltimore Beatdown. Bruce, haven't talked to you in a while. How you been?
Fine. How you guys doing?
I am doing very well. Tell me about this game last night. That defense just absolutely stomped all over the Jets. 3 defensive touchdowns. Tell me what you say.
Well, there was no question that these players were up for the game. They knew that they were on national TV, which of course gets everybody all riled up. But the fact that they were playing the New York Jets and their trash talking coach, who was our former defensive coordinator, I think it amped it up a little bit more. I think one of the things I noticed was, whereas we've had some problems in the past with a pass rush, we had no problem all day long confusing Sanchez, getting to him. He took a lot of hits, not just sacks, because he was only sacked a couple times, but he got hit, early and often, and you could tell that he was changing from his 5 and 7 foot step drops to 3-step drops, because he was just beginning to get a little gun shy. And you saw that slow motion hit over and over on the one that Haloti Nada hit him on, and he fumbled, and Jared Johnson picked it up for a touchdown. And I think at that point he wanted to go home.
I was going to say, do you think Sanchez is going to have nightmares of Nada the rest of his life? I mean, he was just tormented him the entire game, it seemed.
Well, it's one thing to get hit, when a defensive back comes up, and maybe even a defensive end or a linebacker, but when a guy who's 6'4" and 340 and is athletic and as fast as some of those guys hits you right in the lower part of the back, you saw his head snap, and I swear I heard him say, "Mommy."
All right, so you had mentioned before, right off the top, it was the defense that got it done. It's not going to be about this offense. I have to ask you, are you worried at all about Flacco in this offense right now? You have to be at this point.
Well, I'm reading a lot of the comments on my open thread that we have for every game, where people can post comments as the games go on, as well as a recap afterwards. And you have half the people who are saying, Flacco needs to step up against the good teams, and the other half saying, quite honestly, they couldn't care less as long as we win. And he's had 2 poor games, but he's had 2 really good games. The Jets defense is no slouch, and there are not too many quarterbacks that have really good games against the Jets. Just like, Mark Sanchez is not a bad quarterback. I don't think he's anywhere near as good as people try to make him out to be, or as the new face of the NFL, as GQ recently said. But at the same time, people want to see more consistency on a regular basis in tough games from Flacco, and they're just not seeing it.